Okay, today is a little bit of a review lesson, so I'm going to give you a quick review of how to multiply decimals, and then you'll move right into the lesson. You'll have a IXL lesson to practice on as well. So first we're going to look at the steps. When you're multiplying decimals, first thing you're going to do is just multiply the two numbers that you have, just like you would on a normal multiplication problem like you did yesterday. Then you have to count up the total. Notice I put total in all capital letters with an exclamation mark because it has to be the total numbers behind the decimal from the two numbers. So if I have 2.3 and 0.76, then I have total, I have 1, 2 behind this one, and then a third one here. So 1, 2, 3 places behind the decimal total in this problem. So my answer will have 3 places behind the decimal. Alright, third, make sure your answer has the same amount of numbers behind the decimal as the total from step 2. If the decimal is in the wrong place, you will get the question wrong. There's no easy way around that. It just is what it is. You have to remember that step. Everything else is just regular multiplication. So, switching over here, we have 3 different problems that I'm going to work out for you. I'm going to work out this one, and then I'll let you work out this one on your desk as a practice. If you can do that, then you can move straight into the lesson. So, first thing I'm going to look at is how many places I have behind the decimal here. I have 2 behind the decimal here, and then 20 doesn't have a decimal. So, it really does. It would fall behind the 0, but there's no need for it right now. So we'll just straight up multiply this. So 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. Done with the 4, move on to the 2. Put an X there. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 2 is 4. So we add this up. We have 0, 8, and 4. And we counted 1, 2 behind the decimal. So we can go ahead and even write that up there. There's going to be 2 places behind the decimal. So in order to have 2 numbers behind the decimal here, the decimal goes there. So 20 times 0.24 is 4.80. Alright, this one here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's going to be 4 behind the decimal. So I'll write that up there. Get rid of those little numbers because I'm going to need to multiply. So I have 6 times 3 is 18. So 8 carry my 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Done with the 6, moving on to the 8, so I put an X there. 8 times 3 is 24, so I put my 4 there. Bring my 2 up here, and I'm done with that 1 from last time, so I can squiggle it out. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 2 is 18, so I put my 8 there, 1 there, and I'm done with the multiplication. Now I just got to add. So 8 plus 0 is 8, 3 plus 4 is 7, 8 plus 1 is 9, 1 plus nothing is 1. So I look up here and I have 4 places that need to be behind the decimal. Well, I have 4 digits, so they're all going to go behind the decimal. So that's how these different problems are going to work. Do this one here on your own. Count the number of places behind the decimal before you start. Write the number of decimal places to the top left hand corner just so you'll know. Multiply it out, get your answer, put the decimal where it needs to be, and see if you're correct. Pause the video now and work this out. Alright, you should have worked out this problem by now. So the first thing I'm going to do is count the number of number of places behind the decimal in the problem. So 3.4 has 1 and 2.5 has 1, so that's 2 total. So it's going to be 2 go behind. Now I'll just multiply out. 5 times 4 is 20. 0 carry my 2. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 2 is 17. Move on to the next place. I'm done with 5, so I'm moving to the 2. Put that X there to hold the place for 5. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 3 is 6. Add my 2 totals down here. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 8 is 15. So 5 carry my 1. 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. So this is my answer, but I have to put 2 places behind the decimal. So the 5 and the 0 fall behind the decimal for my answer of 8.50. If you did that correct, move on to the lesson for the day. Should be an easy lesson. Like I said, it's a review. We've done this before. Just wanted a little bit of a refresher before we moved into the next lesson, which we're going to be using this on. So good luck. Get started. Shouldn't take you long.